Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. Today I've got myself another wee Tesco ready meal. I've been trying a few of the Tesco ready meals lately, just trying to see what they're like. The last few have been more of the out of the box ones, if you like. At least for me, they're not ones that I would typically go for. And so far, they've opened my eyes a little bit to some things, but they've only been okay. Edible, sure, but nothing special. So let's see if this one will be the one to finally hit the nail on the head. So this is Tesco's sweet BBQ pulled pork with cheesy mash. It's their classic kitchen. It's marinated pork slowly cooked with a smoky sweet barbecue sauce and onions. So microwavable pulled pork isn't the sort of thing I would normally go for. And mash, I don't normally make my mash cheesy either, but this sounds nice, so I'm hoping it'll be good. I do like a pulled pork. I like a nice barbecue sauce. If that's got a lot of flavour, it should be good. But we'll see. So yeah, I tried the mustardy chicken. It was okay. I've had a couple of their curries. Quite nice. The curries are definitely good. I really like the curries. And the last thing I had was a spaghetti carbonara, which I thought was incredibly boring. So yeah, decent range, I would say, overall from Tesco, but let's see what this one's like. Okay. So this is their classic kitchen, marinated pork, slowly cooked with a smoky sweet barbecue sauce and onions. Let's have a look, see what it says in the back here. Full description. Marinated pulled pork in barbecue sauce and onions with mashed potato topped with red Leicester cheese and medium cheddar cheese. Sounds delicious. Have to note, I'm wearing my snoody today. Just really needed to get myself warm. It's bloody freezing. I mean, as I film this video, I'm not sure exactly when it's going out, but as I film this video, it's the middle of July. And it is Baltic. It's raining outside. It's cold as hell. You know, I've got to have my snoody on. I'm wearing socks. I never wear socks. I hate wearing socks. But my feet are cold. It's July. I know it's Scotland, but still. Oh, I don't get it. Global warming, maybe not a thing, but global climate change, yes. I mean, normally in Scotland in July, we might get a bit of rain, but at least it'd still not be freezing, you know what I mean? This is annoying. I really want some good weather this summer, and it's just been terrible so far this year. I don't know if it's the same across the whole of the UK, but in Scotland, we maybe had like a week of sun if we're lucky, and the rest of the time it's just been miserable. And people wonder why Scots are miserable as a people. It's the weather, man. It drags you down. Anyway, back to the reason we're here. So there's your list of ingredients. If you want to pause the video and have a wee look at them, there's quite a lot of ingredients in that, actually. As far as allergens go, doesn't have a may contain, but the definitely contains milk, mustard. That's it. Milk and mustard. So no wheat flour to thicken it or pad it out or anything like that, which a lot of things do. But yeah, quite a lot of ingredients. Interesting. Milk and mustard. So if you've got any of those as allergies, don't eat them. And if you're vegan, well, it's pulled pork. You can't really eat pork. So yeah, stay away. Okay, what have we got? Nutritional information. So each pack is 363 grams approximately. That'd be 473 calories. It's less than I thought, you know, for pork plus the sweet sugary sauce plus cheesy mash. I figured it'd be more than that, but okay. 18.5 grams of fat, of which 8.1 grams is saturates. That's quite high. 51 grams of carbs, 51.8. 22.5 grams of that sugar, quite high in the sugar. 5 grams fiber, 22.4 grams protein, and 1.54 grams of salt. So yeah, no greens in that at all. All oranges apart from the saturates, which is a red. So that's bad. That's bad for you. Suitable for freezing though, and it is apparently mild. So to prepare this, I did it in the microwave. You can do it in the oven, but if you do it in the oven, it takes 20 to 25 minutes from chilled. Whereas in the microwave, it's 3 minutes, give it a wee stir, another 2.5 minutes. So 5.5 minutes all in. Six minutes, because you've got 30 seconds it takes you to stir. Which, yeah, it's fine by me for lunchtime. So yeah, I best show it to you then. So there's your serving suggestion on a plate, sort of on a bowly plate. That amount of meat is not what this looks like. Okay, I'll show you. I don't know how well you can really see that, the sauce. I don't want the sauce to go anywhere. But there's mash, cheesy mash, and then you've got this sauce with the meat in it. And there's some meat in there. There is definitely meat. I mean, that's a proper hunk of meat. But compared to the picture on that packet, yeah, nowhere near as much meat as that implies. But looks okay, smells okay. Quite a nice sweet smell to it. So let's do it then. So this is the Tesco Sweet BBQ Pulled Pork with Cheesy Mash. Let's give it the old taste test. Right, how are we approaching this? We'll try the pork first. Got a nice chunk there. A bit of sauce. Let's try that. That went down easy. Well, so far the pork is good. It's reasonably tender. Pretty melt in your mouth kind of pork. So it's moist. Tastes porky. Melts in your mouth. Quite good. So texture of the pork is okay. I'm worried about this big bit that I've got here because it looks like there's a big vein of fat on it. Let me just let me give this big bit a bite, and I want to see if there's a big bit of fat. Yep. I had a big bit of fat on it. Okay. So the pork is good for the most part. Melt in the mouth. They haven't removed all the fat from the pork though, so the fat in there isn't a good thing. That'll be a nasty surprise to get from a few bitefuls probably. As far as the sauce goes, it's not great. It's not great barbecue sauce. It's got a hint of sweetness to it, slight smokiness. But the biggest flavour for me is vinegar. It's really a very vinegary barbecue sauce, which maybe some people are into, and I do like vinegar on things, but yeah, it's got spirit vinegar in it. Is there any other vinegar? Red wine vinegar, spirit vinegar, yeah. So it's quite a vinegary sauce, which I don't want my barbecue sauce to be. I don't want my barbecue sauce to be vinegary. I want my barbecue sauce to be sweet and tangy, and it's not really huge on either of those two things. Quite a vinegary sauce. It's not terrible, but it's not really that good either. Let's try the cheesy mash. I mean, they can't mess this up. Let's go. Cheesy mash. Yeah, pretty much what you'd expect. Microwavable mashed potato. I think it's made from real potatoes, I'm assuming, I don't know. Mashed potato, skim milk. Yeah, it's made from real potatoes. It's not like potato flakes or anything like that. So, reasonably potatoey. It's a little bit dry. A little bit. Not a huge amount of, not hugely dry, but a little bit dry. And as far as the cheese goes, yeah, it's kind of in there, but if I didn't know about it, I probably wouldn't realise that it was cheesy mash. It's not particularly cheesy. I mean, it was mainly just a bit of cheese sprinkled on top, which I then stirred into it, rather than it being really properly cheesy. So, yeah, mostly just taste the potato rather than the cheese. Well, to sum up, it was okay. It's okay. It's not what I was hoping for. The The pork is okay. It's reasonably good pork that's melts in the mouth. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of it in here though, which is a shame. I wish there was more of it. But there is fat in there too, which can be a little bit surprising, and I think I would rather that wasn't in there, that had been cut out. But the pork itself is nice. The sauce is reasonably tasty, but it's just too vinegary. I'm not a fan of the vinegary barbecue sauce. I think it should be more sweet, more tangy, and maybe a lot more smoky. But it's okay. Lacking in depth, I would say. Definitely lacking in depth. The mashed potato, it's mashed potato. The fact that it's cheesy doesn't really add anything. There's not enough cheese in it to really call it cheesy mash. There's not enough mash in there, not enough cheese in there to really change the flavour. It just kind of tastes like mashed potato. So it's a bit of a bust, really. But it's mashed potato, and I like mashed potato, so I'm going to eat it. But yeah, quite disappointing. Lacking a depth of flavour in there. The quality is okay, but lacking in several areas. So yeah, probably wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. I would go elsewhere for your pulled pork. Well, that'll do for today. Thank you very much for watching. That about ends the Tesco meal, ready meal saga. I think I've done, what, 5 of them all in total over the last wee while. So I might try some more eventually down the line, because they're always coming up with new stuff. But if there's any supermarket that does their own ready meals that you would like me to try, let me know what your local supermarket is. I'd like to try stuff from some other supermarkets. I imagine if I get stuff from Asda, it'll be really poor quality. Sainsbury's is quite highly rated when it comes to the quality of their stuff, although they can be expensive, so I'm thinking maybe I'll try Sainsbury's. I'd really love to try a Waitrose, because I don't think I've ever really been to a Waitrose. But yeah, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you've tried this pulled porky thing. But that'll do it for today. Thanks very much, everybody. Give me the thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe, hit the wee bell to get notifications, and I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.